G'day guys, my name's Dave from DT Unboxed, and in this video I'm going to be taking a look at the Brother QL-810W Label printer. Now out of the box you get the label printer itself, you get the AC adapter, a USB cable, a quick start guide, and you also get 2 label rolls. So you get 1 address label roll. So with that roll, the labels are a set size, but it also comes with a continuous roll as well, which is 62mm wide, and that is black and red ink as well. So that is a continuous roll, so you can make your labels as long as you want, which is pretty cool. Obviously, there's a whole range of other DK labels that this is compatible with as well. So just check the website if you're not sure which labels are compatible with this particular label printer. Now this label printer can be completely wireless as well. It can run off batteries, but that is not included. That is an additional attachment, which is a bit strange because I was reading in the instruction manual and it said lithium battery included, but it's not actually included. So you do need the AC adapter, but that's no biggie. If you're working in an office, that's not really a hassle. So once you get this out of the box, you will need to connect it to a computer in order to start printing labels. So once connected to the computer, you can then connect this label printer to your Wi-Fi network, and then you can use an app to create your labels, which I think is the easiest way of doing it. You can download Brother's Label app, which allows you to create the labels on a Mac or PC, but I prefer using mobile devices. I just think it's so much easier, especially if you're on the go. You just want to make something really quick and then send it off to the label printer. But again, you will need to connect this to a computer first so that you can connect your printer up to a Wi-Fi network. Now on the box, it says that no software is required to be installed on the computers. And I found that not to be 100% true. Definitely if you have a Windows. If you had a PC, once plugged in, you can push this edit a light button, and then this device will come up as an external drive. And in that external drive, there's a program inbuilt, and then you can open that right up and start printing right away, which is handy on a PC. But if you have a Mac like me, then when you connect this to your Mac, you will need to install some software to get this connected to your Wi-Fi network. So just go to the Brother website and download the drivers for this particular model and follow the prompts, and then you should be good to go. So let's take a look at how we can create our labels on a mobile device. Now, before we run through the app, I'll show you all the buttons on the printer itself. So you obviously got your on-off button. This is a feed through button. So if you push that, the labels will come through. That's to cut at any point. So I'll just feed that through and I'll cut. So you can do that. This is obviously the Wi-Fi button. So if you want to connect to Wi-Fi, you'll be pushing that. The editor light button. So if you're connected to a PC, you don't need to install any additional software. You can just push that and you can start creating your labels on your PC. And this is a Wi-Fi protected setup button if your router allows for that. Now, inserting labels into the printer itself is actually pretty easy. You can just take the top off there and slide the rolls in and out like so, and you can just easily feed them through the front here. So it's really quite a easy, straightforward process to change labels. Now, once you got the app, you can go and connect to the printer up here in the settings icon. You will tap on printer, and provided both your phone and your printer are connected to the same Wi-Fi network, it should show up here, and then you can connect to that. Now, the other cool thing is that the label printer will automatically know what media is inserted into it. So a good thing to do is just to tap this check media button, and then it'll show you the exact size of the label. So right now we've got 29 by 90mm address labels in this printer. Now up here you can see a whole bunch of templates that you can use and edit yourself, but let's just create our own label. So because we've already checked the media, it'll give us the exact dimensions of our label. We can add text, symbols, images, barcodes, time and date, contact details, frames, and shapes, which is awesome. So a whole bunch of different tools here to create your perfect label. So let's just do text, an easy one. And you can simply just move that around anywhere you like. If you want to change the font, you just tap font down here below, and then you have a massive range of options to change your font size, to make it bold, italic, change the font itself. So you can go change that there. Properties, you can adjust the shape properties or the object properties like so. You can wrap the text. You can make it center aligned like so, or make it vertical. So if you want a vertical text, let's turn off vertical. The other cool thing is in this app, there's guides as well. So it'll show you when you've centered something with those blue lines like so. Let's add another object. Let's add an image, and you can select from your photo album. So I just got a photo of a guitar here, and you can crop that particular image. And because this is a black and white label, it will be in black and white. But I'll show you later how the red and black label looks. And let's add one more thing. So just a symbol. I'll delete that, try again. Move that around. Somewhat happy with that. Doesn't really matter. This is just a test. So once you're happy with your label, tap print. You can go higher resolution or you can go lower resolution. You can specify the number of copies you want. So let's go with 2. And here are the cut options. So you can make sure it cuts every copy for you. But if you turn this off, then it's going to print both labels and not cut them individually. And there's cut at end as well. But let's turn them on because they're actually good features to have in my opinion. So let's press print. And as you can see, that auto cut feature works great. So there's the label, which turned out great. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the continuous label. So we were using the 90 by 29 mil label there. So that's a standard address label. And that obviously has limitations in the design because you're creating your label within that canvas. But with a continuous label, you can really make anything you want, which is pretty cool. So again, it's really simple to drop in the label rolls like so, and then you'll just take that and feed it through the front. And we should be good to go. Now, every time you do put in a new roll, make sure you do go into the settings and check the media, because then it will adjust accordingly. So right now we have 62 mil tape, and we'll tap done. So let's create a new label here. Now the label will be as wide as it needs to be. So right now it's actually pretty short because we haven't put anything in. So let's just put in some text. So right now that's pretty huge. I want to make that a lot smaller. And if you drag that, the canvas will adjust in size accordingly. And it's quite an easy to use app because you can drag in and out with 2 fingers. It's quite customizable. And let's actually change this to color red. Now you have this option with this particular label because this label is black and red print, whereas the address label that we had previously was just black. So let's say we're happy with our label. Let's print that. Let's go 1, copy, print. And there we have it. Now you can see that the image here actually has a combination of red and black ink, which kind of makes it look like it's a color image, which is kind of cool. So anyway, that's how you use the app. And each time you create a new label, it will be saved into My Labels. But there's plenty of awesome presets that are already in here. So we could use this, for example. It's a 62 by 100 millimeter label. We've got the right label in here because this is 62 millimeter wide. Let's print that. And obviously you could adjust anything in the template as required. And there's a super easy and quick label printed. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video of me taking you through the Brother QL-810W Label printer. Very, very handy and nifty label printer. There's a little bit of fiddling to get it set up once you pull it out of the box, but once it's set up, it's really, really simple to use and prints great labels. So if you have any questions, then please leave them in the comments below. Be sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time on DT Unboxed. Cheers.